Hi everyone. Well, it's weird doing this. Okay, so my name's Lucy, and um, I wanted to do a stitch with me for the longest time because I really picked up on cross stitching um, maybe last year, and I've been enjoying myself a lot. And I thought, let's, yeah, why not? Why not do this? Um, I'm sorry if I sound a little weird because I decided to do this in English because I'm not a native English speaker. I am French. Yeah. Uh, no comment. And I wanted to do this in English because I thought it would be a good idea to practice a little bit my English speaking skills because I don't have um, a lot of occasion to practice my speaking. So why not? Um, so I'm working on a cross stitch piece that I've been working on like for maybe a week now, maybe even less, and um, it's a chart that I made myself using a website that generates cross stitch charts, sorry, from pictures and that you choose, basically, that you upload on there. And I fell in love with this painting, and I thought, well, let's make a chart and cross stitch that because I want that on my wall, like now. So yeah, maybe I should show you. Just let me finish this part right there, and I will show you the what I've done so far and what it should look like when it's finished. So unlike a lot of floss tubers out there, I am not using good notes, nor do I use how is it called, pattern keeper, sorry. I use Procreate on the iPad, so yeah, so I upload the pattern onto Procreate on my iPad, and then I just make a little dot whenever I cross stitch a stitch basically, and then I fill in the square when I'm done with it. So here's what it should look like when it's done. I don't know, I just fell in love with the color palette. It just looks so good. So here I am, gonna shoot, where is it? I'm not really well prepared as you can see. Okay, here I should be. Oh no, God, I'm sorry. Okay, here it is. So here's how I work. And yeah, so as you can see, I'm working on even weave. Sorry if the camera is a little bit shaky, I just can't seem to make it sit properly. So I'm working on 25 count even weave, 1/1. And yeah, I'm also working two-handed, as you can see. I just prefer it that way, honestly. It's just so much faster. Um, and I thought, why not? Why not do a stitch with me? It would be fun, and I would get to practice a little bit of English speaking. I know that maybe it would be a little bit awkward at times because, you know, when you ramble all alone, it can be a little bit awkward. But I'm a chatty lady, so I guess I'm not going to have a lot of awkward silences. Maybe, I don't know. It's basically my first video, so what do I know? Okay, maybe I should introduce myself or something. So yeah, my name's Lucy. I'm 21 years old and I'm French. Wow. I live in Lyon, and which is a beautiful city. Like if you have the time, and well, I know it's not the best time to travel right now, but you know, whenever it becomes possible again, Lyon is a very nice city. Like there's a lot of things to see and to do. Yeah. So I've been cross stitching for, well, I know how to cross stitch for a very long time because my grandmothers taught me, but I was more of a, you know, maybe during the summer with my nan, but I only picked up cross stitch really seriously maybe 2 years ago now. Yeah, and I've been really enjoying it. It's been really fun so far. I don't know if it's the zoom that makes the video kind of blurry. Maybe it is. I'm really sorry for that. And yeah, cross stitching has been really helpful, and you know how it's a really relaxing hobby. I just don't have to think about it. The chart just tells me what to do. That's what I like. I like to be creative, but sometimes, oh no, here it is. Yeah, that's what you get when you play chicken thread. Oh, the long nails really come in handy at times. Okay, last stitch. Yeah, it becomes really stressful. Okay, so I'm going to try and pin stitch that bad boy. Pin stitching on even weave really is difficult. Okay, here we go. Oh, fantastic. All right, so what else about me? Well, oh yeah, I should. I'm a very crafty little lady, and so I made my own, you know, little sheet. I made some holes in a Bristol kind of paper, which is a little bit more rigid than classic paper. I made the little symbols that I have on my chart, and put on some of the threads that I need for the for the pattern. I've been doing this like really recently, but it's been so helpful. Okay, and yes, please don't make a fuss in the comments. I make knots. Okay, they are really tiny. I make knots at the beginning of my thread because I can't help. I just can't be bothered to make spin stitches or waste thread to secure it nicely. I really don't care what the back of my work looks like. I know it's kind of a controversial opinion, but on full coverage pieces, you don't really have to care. It's all going to be covered anyway. I just try to avoid having really big lumps of thread at the back, because you know when it's supposed to sit flat when you're framing it, so I wouldn't like to have, you know, kind of bump because the back isn't neat enough. So I try to avoid those, but when it comes to knots, I just don't care. I've never had any problem with my knots because they're so tiny. It's just, you know, just to keep the thread from coming through when I do my first leg. So, you know, I've never had any problem with them. I think it's a lot faster, and yeah, it's just practical and nice, and I love making knots. My mom taught me how to make really fast and nice knots. I'll show you. I'll show you next time I have to put in a knot how I do it, and maybe you know, even just for sewing stuff is just so handy and easy and fast. So yeah. I'm sorry if I'm not in frame. I think I am. Yeah, I am, but it's not in the center. Kind of a symmetry freak. Like when everything is nice and centered. Okay, and you'll have to excuse me if my English and my pronunciation isn't the best. Even though I have a license degree in English, I haven't been practicing a lot. I don't have many occasions to practice, so that's why I thought, well, if you have the time to cross stitch and the motivation to upload it on YouTube, well, you might as well do it in English, you know. Will make you speak and practice a bit, which is nice. So yeah, excuse me for my bad English if I ever make a mistake or stuff or something. But yeah, you can point it out in the comments if I make a mistake, and I'll try to remember how to speak correctly. Yeah, so I have a license degree in English literature, history, and you know, basically English. And I absolutely loved phonetics and phonology. It was the best class. I loved it. So that's why I'm I really try hard um, to have the best pronunciation I can, which is hard when you don't practice a lot and you have no one to talk to in English. It is hard, but you know, it is one of the subjects I liked the most, and that's why I'd love to know if from natives if my pronunciation is okay. I also really struggle with vocabulary these days, like my speech isn't as fluid as it used to be, I feel like. So talking about stuff, very varied stuff, will probably help me with that. I mean, talking alone in my room cross-stitching isn't the best way to practice because, you know, nobody's gonna answer me. But it's better than doing nothing. I still practice my listening skills because I only listen to English videos and documentaries, and some movies I watch in English too. And my reading skills, because I only read in English as well. Yesterday I was reading some Lovecraft because I love horror stories. They're my favorite. And you know, the style isn't the easiest to understand. I wouldn't say it's the worst because I tried reading Shakespeare and that's a no-no. But yeah, Lovecraft is kind of it's kind of hard, the syntax and stuff. Oh, okay. Gonna park right there. So as you can see, I've practiced parking as well. I used to cross country when I started cross stitching, and realized that it was a bit of a pain, really, doing cross country, because I can't seem to stitch without missing stitches all over the place or miscounting. So I thought, when I was cross stitching, I thought that parking was a bit of a waste of time and of thread as well. But when I started parking just to try, well, I was like, yeah, but while stitching cross country, you're gonna you know, leap a lot as well. So really, there's no massive difference. Even I don't even think that it's really slower parking. I even think that you see your progress a little easier, so it seems like you go faster. Even though I really don't know, I don't, you know, keep a clock on myself to see if I indeed go faster or not. I just really don't care because I've been really enjoying parking. Just think it's neat, and So as you can see, I still go cross country inside a 10 by 10 square, but then I park on for the square just beneath the one I'm doing, and and if it and if I don't have a stitch available in the square beneath, then I'll just end the thread. I don't like wasting at all. Or maybe I could find a stitch like maybe on the square left beneath and left, if I don't already have one parked, for example there with the green that I just did. There's no stitch underneath, so I'll see if I have one on the left, and even though I already have a thread parked there. So I think I'm just going to end my thread. Unfortunately, I don't have any, or maybe there. I don't have a lot of threads from the even weave left to pin stitch in, but I think I found one right there. Okay, let's do that. I never used to pin stitch before as well. I started by weaving the end on the back of the fabric, but I don't do that anymore because I'm tired of just flipping my work over and over and over again. So, and when I'm done with the thread, when I have a little bit of a thread left, I'm parking it on the corner, on the top right corner there, so that whenever I need it, I have it right there. And it's not a big ball of thread tangling, it's nicely parked in straight. So yeah, I'm gonna mark my chart there. This is done. Okay. Usually I try to stitch to do the stitches that are less present on the square first, because then if I need to end a thread I have plenty of places to pin stitch. But I kind of messed up there. I did the yellow, I should have left it for the end. Oh, whatever. Too late. Okay. So yeah, I hope you're having a great day. Today it's really rainy and cold, and we're in August, so it just feels like December. I mean, yeah, the rain is it's not really nice. I don't like rainy days a lot. Sometimes I feel like it's cozy. I just want to, you know, light a candle and kind of chill. But yeah, usually it just like makes me kind of sad and depressed, and I don't like it. I like really sunny days, though I don't like being really hot, like really warm days. Now I can't stitch because my fingers feel like butter because I'm sweating. That's not nice at all. I like cold and sunny. Well, not cold, but you know what I mean, like not hot. So yeah, so today isn't a great day in Lyon. It's a rainy day. We've had a little bit of thunder as well, which I like. But yeah, I wanted to go shopping for threads, and I just can't be bothered to go out in the rain. So it's gonna wait until maybe next Monday. It's okay. Oh, and here I am as well. Don't have anywhere to park my thread. Okay, so I'm gonna flip over and you can see the back. My backs are, I wouldn't say it's really messy. I don't know. There are a little bit of loose threads, but I mean, I feel like it's okay. I'm not really picky when it comes to the back of my work. Okay, get in there. Oh, I'm not even in frame. I'm really sorry. My big hands. Alright. All over the place. Oh no. Big tangled mess. Oh God. Okay. And I've been kind of struggling with the tension of my fabric because as you can see, I work on a Q-snap, which are really nice. I love working on Q-snaps. And I should buy more, definitely. Sorry. And the thing is that I don't like leaving really large borders because I feel like I'm wasting fabric. But yeah, that's a bit of a stupid habit, because now I don't have enough border to put into my frame, like into the Q-snap. Like it's really like really just nice, just okay. But whenever I like push on my fabric, like it doesn't stay really tight. That's what I mean. Sorry for the motion sickness you're probably experiencing right now. Not yet used to the moving around and the staying in frame thing. I'll try to do my best. Okay, that's done. Okay, 2 colors left. What what was I doing already? Oh yeah. Ugh. Have to flip over the work again. Alright. Good. And my iPad is dying. Great. Alright, sorry about that. So, yeah, and as I as I was saying, I make knots. So I wanted to show you how do you make knots really easily. So you've threaded your needle, and you're gonna take the longest end, put it on your index, and put the the needle on top like this. So you can pull a little bit like that, and with the end of the thread, you're gonna wrap it around a couple of times. For 25 count even weave, I can make only 3 rounds like this, but you can make as much as you want. If the holes in the fabric are wider, you can make a couple more, and maybe if it's really tight fabric, you can make only 2. So here we are, and then you're gonna, push your thumb on top or your nail on top and make it slide down the rest of the thread like this, and voila, get a nice knot. It's really easy, and when you get the hang of it, it really is really nice and fast like that. Alright, hope it helps you. So I do not need the rest of this thread for now. I am going to need X. Oh, just tangles everywhere. Wow, it's been half an hour already. That's nice. Again, so easy. I just love it. Oh, here I am. Yay. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one away. Yeah, that's sometimes, I'm just, I had a part thread just there. Yeah, kind of tired. If you couldn't tell, I am exhausted. Really working on this piece. The color palette is just delightful. I just really like it. It's never tired of it, Then again, I've been working on this one for only a week, not even. Maybe I'm gonna grow tired of it in a couple days. But I have other projects to work on that maybe you will see in the near future. Oh yeah, there for example, I don't have any stitches of this color in the square underneath, but I have one just there. So I just need to find, oh, it's already there. Ah, shoot. Ah, I need to flip the work over again. Here we go. Just hate confettis. Don't know about you, but sometimes I will crave doing confettis. Sometimes I'm just let me do a big fat patch of one solid color. Yes, I'm dreaming of that right now. Though I'm entering a zone of really patchy designs, so I think I'm gonna be good for this area at least. I can't stand when I try to come out with my needle and I keep splitting the thread on surrounding stitches. So I'll just come out the other end of the leg, but makes me waste thread. I don't like it. So as you can see, I am rather chaotic with my stitching process, which means that what I mean by that is that people can be really conservative with their way of stitching, which means that they would only do the first leg from bottom to top, for example. They will only do it this way. I prefer starting on the side that is less painful for me. Like if I split the thread of the surrounding stitches coming from the top, then I'll come from the bottom, and sometimes when I think of maybe it's going to make me waste floss to come from this side rather from this side, I'll it's never consistent in my stitching. I prefer being chaotic and do what I want, basically. And I don't think that it impacts the neatness of my stitches in any way. And even I think that because I'll come in the with my needle in the hole, which is less painful to come through, basically, then my stitches look rather nice, I think, and neat. It's not always the case, but no one's stitching is ever perfect. And I think that nobody's going to look at this like really, really closely, and they prefer, like, you enjoy a piece of embroidery from afar. Usually you're not going to pick apart every stitches to see if they're good looking. So yeah, doesn't bother me at all. Okay, so that's 100 stitches there. I think I'm going to continue on top right there, or I could come back here. Now I think I'd rather work on this area because it's a little bit more colorful and cheery, and I could use that. Okay, just let me adjust the camera because I feel like it's kind of diving downwards. Gonna put them aside like that, and yeah, let's go. I'd like to come, to do the so here is 300 stitches. No, 30, not 30, not 300. 30 stitches long, and I think that it's rather nice to do the whole top part first, because then you know exactly, like, the width of your project, and I think it already looks complete when you've the whole width to work with. I quite like that, this process. Speaking is a pain. Anyway, so my little play button, yeah. I love this color. It's like a periwinkle blue. It looks really, really good. though I don't think it was the color that corresponds the most with the initial picture, which was a bit more greenish and maybe more teal than bluish, but you know, whatever, I'll do. Because you know, I'm a cheap lady. I don't like to spend money, and I thought that, you know, I really wanted to make a new start, but my boyfriend for, forbade me to. Huh. And he he thought that I had a lot of projects already going on and that I should finish them before starting another one. You know, every cross stitches struggle. I think you know what I mean. And I really wanted to make a new start, and and I thought, well, if I don't spend anything, is it really a new start? So yeah, that's my logic. And so I I went scavenging on my own in my own stash, and I realized that I had a project that I started, but it was a rather small project, a rather small one that I started on a really big and large piece of fabric. So I thought that maybe if I could split the fabric in two and have two projects going on there, which is exactly what I did. I measured the chart that I wanted to do. Wow, and it fits perfectly. That was fantastic. And so I I then went hunting for floss in my stash because, well, I have a little bit of a collection of floss, and even though it's not really big, so I don't have all the shades and nuances that you could ask for. However, you know, I'd say I have quite an eye for color, so I don't have any problem picking correspondences and equivalents of DMC colors from another brand, or you know, whatever. And even if it's not the same color, I'll pick the whole palette in order for it to function value wise and color wise and shade wise. So um so far it worked rather nicely, and so I picked all the colors that I needed and made the stars. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm probably never going to finish it again. I promise I will try. It's just I enjoy the process for some time, and then I'm bored. I'm bored with it, and I want to try something new with new colors and stuff and new motives. Yeah. So I have around maybe 7 or 8 projects, which is okay. It is okay. I heard of Flosstubers having like 140 projects at the same time, and I'm like, yeah, you're not finishing any of them, are you? Because 140, even if you wanted to do a rotation of some kind, like, yeah, you could go half the year and never work on the same project twice, even though even if you work every day, like it's madness. Don't know how I would do that. So my boyfriend allowed me to have 10 projects ongoing, which is alright. I think I can do with 10. He's been nice. It's more than I have already, so he's letting me a bit of margin. What a nice guy, really. And he's right. I should be careful with the projects that I start, because then it's just going to sleep there and take the dust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Oh, right. That's done. It was on my way. I had to stitch it. Okay. What do we have? Oh, that's done. Let me mark my chart. So yeah, let's do that one. And so as I told you earlier, this oh, I'm sorry, but I can't remember the name of the artist, because I when I started picking up cross stitching again, I was a student, so don't have a lot of money, and I really wanted to cross stitch, but didn't have any pattern to cross stitch. And every business that you hear about in the Flosstube community, like Heaven and Earth Designs and Gecko Rouge and stuff, well, it's quite a bit expensive, really. I don't have the money, and I really don't want to spend money on something that I can shite that I can have for free. So when I found out about this website, and I think there are quite a lot of them, this kind of websites, where you can upload a picture and it converts it in a PDF file with like a chart, and I thought that it was like magic, like wow. And yeah, so I started hunting for cool pictures that I would like to cross stitch, and I found lots and lots of wonderful paintings and wonderful paintings and pictures and art that I absolutely loved, and I wanted them all, but it needed to be a little bit more selective. So the website is called Pixel Stitch, and it is wonderful. So you just need to upload a picture, and it really can be whatever, like a family photograph, picture of your dog or your cat or your hamster or your gecko or whatever, and you just have to stitch it. So you need to select the number of stitches that you wanted width-wise, and I think the maximum is 500 stitches. So it can be 500 up to 500 stitches wide, which is still really decent. Like, I would love for it to be a little bit more. For really large and detailed paintings, I like it to be like with good definition, and I've had trouble with that because it only goes up for 500 maximum, which is still really, really, really big, like really decent for the kind of website that it is. I can't complain really. I'm sorry I can't stay in frame. And so you need to select the width that you prefer, and then you can choose the how you want the file to be done. Like, for example, you saw mine, it's symbols and colored boxes, but you can go with only symbols and have a black and white chart in the background, or you can have numbers and stuff, which is really, really neat and can be really practical. So yeah, and then you just have to create the chart and save it, which is really good. Something that it is added on the website is you can enter the count of your fabric and oh no, I made a mistake. Oh, too bad. I replace it with the one there. I think it is. Is it? Oh no, it's the one there. Ugh, too bad. Not a big deal. Yeah, so you can select the count of the fabric you want to be working with, and it only goes up to 22 count, which is, well, like I'm working on 25, so I know that it's going to be less than what's recommended to me for 22 count, but you can select the number of ply of floss that you're using as well, and then the thing will the the program will tell you how many skeins I'm confused, of floss you will need, which is kind of handy really. 1 2 3 1 2 3 no 4, okay, there. And I think it's really, really nice, like the whole idea of a cross-stitch chart generator is fantastic. I just love it. And I've been doing mine on this since the very beginning. So I do not own the art, and most of the time I don't know who designed it, which is kind of a shame because I really admire, like, I wouldn't spend hours cross-stitching a piece that I don't like. So if I'm cross-stitching your art, then I'm in love with it. I don't know what to tell you. But if I find it, of course, or if you know where it comes from and who made the art, I'd be more than happy to tag them and to promote their work, because it's just wonderful. They have so much talent. I really admire it, and I think I'm going to pick up painting a little bit more as well, so that I can make my own charts, because I feel kind of bad. I feel like I'm stealing their work, which I know I don't think I am, because I'm not, reselling the stuff. or anything, like it's for personal use, and mostly for presents and stuff. So yeah, but still I'd like to give them credit as much as I can, because I do not own the pictures that I'm stitching. um I just love them. I just love them. So I think I have twice of the same color there, which is a bit weird. Okay, here we go. I'm really surprised with myself for not making any mistake while I'm rambling. Oh yeah, no, I made a mistake over there. Already forgot. Well, that happens even if I'm silent, so I tend to be a little bit unfocused sometimes, which is okay. I don't remember who it was. Oh, was it Witchy Stitch or something? I don't remember her name on YouTube. Flosstube does Stitch with Me. She told she was she was speaking about framing her stuff, her cross stitching, and you know, seeing that you missed a stitch, that would drive her crazy. And even though I kind of agree, like it would be really, really like upsetting to see that you've done so much work on a piece to make it look good, and then yeah, as she said, it's like a puzzle missing a piece. I can be frustrating, but I think I would really not care. Like if it's not really like on the middle of a, I don't know, if it's not really seeable, if you can't see it, I wouldn't be mad at it. I mean, you're not going to see it, even though you know it's there. But you know, I would do my best to forget that. What's the point, you know? Oh no. Yeah. I've done quite a bit of stitching today. That's nice. I think I've done maybe over 400 stitches today. It's alright. Well, I think my best day was like Wednesday. No, Tuesday. Tuesday was my best day. I think I did over 1,600 on the same day. I was quite happy. It made a lot of progress, and you know that you can see it. You can see, oh yeah, I did all that, which is really nice. Excuse me. Having nails to thread needles is the best. Should really paint my nails. They're looking quite a bit, well, that's okay. That's not the worst I've seen them. Alright. So, yeah. Don't hesitate to tell me if my voice is annoying. And if you'd rather listen to the noise of the thread passing through the fabric than my voice, and if you prefer complete silence, or maybe me talking or music or anything like that, please do tell me. And yeah, I mean, it's been an hour. I'm gonna finish with this color and then I'm gonna leave you. So if you have any question on the project or what I talked about, which I can't remember at all, please do leave a comment and I'd be happy to answer you. And yeah, please tell me as well if you've like a favorite pattern designer. I'd be happy to check them out, because even though I don't like to purchase the patterns, I like to admire them. And maybe I'd buy it someday, but yeah, I'd like to reflect. Oh, dropped my needle. I'd like to reflect on it if I have ever to buy it. I know that a lot of designs by Gecko Rouge I really like, but yeah, I feel like I feel really guilty spending the money on a pattern that I can have for free if I do it myself. You'll learn that about me, is that it's really part of my logic. I don't like to spend money on something that I can do that I can do myself and have for free. That's my motto in life. Did I say motto? Motto? That's embarrassing. Anyway, well, if you have any questions about um, France as well, like if you want to know something, if you're curious about something, I'll try and answer you as best as I can, and that'd be funny to discuss. Yeah. If you want to see more of these, sorry, of these stitch with me's, I'll gladly do more of them. You can tell me that in the comments or by leaving a like and subscribing. Yeah, I know, it's tiring to hear people subscribe to me, but to hear people asking you to subscribe to them, rather. And I know that, but you know, it's free. And And yeah, it would make me happy. So here we are for now. We've made quite a bit of progress. I'm quite happy with it. So yeah, I'm going to leave you here and wish you a beautiful, nice rest of your day. See you later.